their stars with high-quality role players instead of going all in on super teams.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Anderson with the block. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Nice shot by Red Hot.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. That three off the mark. Now here's Anderson. Stolen. Here's Watkins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Both free throws good from Watkins. Thomas with it. Fires for three. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's the pass to Watkins. Over Thomas. Red Hot, no good. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And he overshot that one, missing.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Schroeder outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And he comes up with the deuce.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thank you, David. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Here in the late stages of March, the range for teams in the power rankings has really solidified. You look at the Nuggets, they still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And I think for Golden State, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Now, here's Thomas, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Watkins. And it's Schroeder missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Kuminga. Finney-Smith off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And they'll get another chance. And Kuminga gets it to go.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Claxton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 14-4 run. Goes up on the high post. They get it back. Here's Jackson Davis. Claxton covering, and the shot goes in. 14 points for Red Hot.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's much unstoppable.
Schroeder against Curry. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Watkins. A three-pointer off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Claxton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Watkins. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Red Hot's got 16 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
And here's Schroeder. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's 19 points for Red Hot.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Schroeder, the three from Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight to the right side. Watkins. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Johnson down low. Kuminga on him. Johnson kicks it over to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. The Warriors pull it in.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
6 the triple. Red Hot's got 22.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Schroeder. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
It's good from long range.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Right side, Thomas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Team
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich comes in for Johnson. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Watkins. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
3.
Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Claxton. Down low, stolen by Anderson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Bogdanovich. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Here's Simmons. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Clock is at 3. Over Kuminga. And Bogdanovich. The bucket on the assist by Simmons.
And there are a lot of things Bogdanovich can do in this offense. The mid-range jumper just really rounds out his arsenal.
Red hot, no good. Nets trail by 20. Outside, Simmons. Here's Schroeder, and he uses the glass on the lane.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Curry passes to Watkins. And he gets the bucket. Red Hot's got 30 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Thomas. Passes it to Schroeder. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. To take a look at the Warriors, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And for the Warriors, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And in an early year, maybe they were catching some teams by surprise. But now, everyone knows how strong they are, and they are still rolling along. And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Curry finds Jackson Davis. Here's Red Hot. It's rebounded by Schroeder. It's Thomas on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Warriors leading by 22. Curry is inside. Thomas covering. Nice shot by Red Hot.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry against Schroeder. Outside Thomas. Free throw line jump shot. Thomas with another miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Here is Thomas. After the made shot from Watkins, and the basket by Thomas.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. That brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
Last 2 minutes.
Red Hot, no good.
First quarter.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich passes to Schroeder. 1:44 left here in the opening quarter. From deep, Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Curry on the wing. Got a piece of it. Now Thomas. He's got 7. And Claxton throws it down.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Out to the right wing. There's Red Hot. Thomas covering. Red Hot, no good. Picked him clean. It's sent back down by Simmons.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
And the call will be against Red Hot. That'll be in second. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Claxton finds Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Williams is out there with Thomas. Then there's Cam Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. So that's the Nets 5. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Red Hot was indeed hot, and the last game against New York was outstanding. He scored 45 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. Incredible effort on his part, and we'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got 10.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
Here's Curry with the 3. Hands it from downtown. And the Warriors lead by 20.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You train a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Tries again. Warriors with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Here's Thomas following the score by Golden State. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside, Watkins makes it off the glass. That's 36 points for Red Hot.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Timeout called, the Nets. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense, other times it's to ignite it.
And this gives us a moment now to show you the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. Take a look at Red Hot, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Here's Clowney. That one's off, still out of sync. The Warriors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's Watkins. Buries it down low. Red Hot's got 38 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio. Here's Clowney. Good D by Anderson. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 11-3 run. Nice shot by Red Hot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Williams. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anderson against Claxton. Here's Watkins. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Clowney. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Golden State ball.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Stephen Curry.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Over in the corner, Williams. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-5 run here. Nice shot by Red Hot.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to Johnson. And it's blocked. And the pass to Moody. And the slam by Moody.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And for the Nets, they're shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering.
All right, here's a look at stats for Johnson. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Brooklyn. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Thomas. And the Warriors also making a change. Waters is checked in.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Claxton no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now Schroeder after the missed 3 from Watkins. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Watkins. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And Claxton throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Red Hot. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Outside Williams. Pass to Clowney.
Golden State foul.
Several teams changing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors.
Your Nets, 44. The Warriors, 75.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. There's Jackson Davis out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Watkins in at the 2. It's the Nets now. The Warriors making the shot. Thomas. Great D that time from Watkins.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Fires the 3. Good. He hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Knocks it loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Brooklyn, it hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And seeing where the Nets are, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Talking that talk is easy, but carrying through, oh, that's a whole nother story. And the naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. Pass to Anderson. Tries it from 19. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. To the paint, here's Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Red Hot. Thomas covering. Nice. Shot by Red Hot. Red Hot's got 54 points.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Thomas, good.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Passes it to Watkins. Over Thomas. And they get it back. Kuminga the pass to Watkins. Gets an open look and hits. Red Hot's got 56 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Finney Smith with it. He's covered by Anderson.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Now here's Anderson. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. The Nets working the ball around now. Schroeder passes to Thomas. Clock at 6. Shoots over Curry. Here's Claxton, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Claxton's got 10 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Another steal. And good. He hits it again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Schroeder against Curry. Anderson with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Watkins. The layup off target. The Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Johnson. Schroeder outside. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Red Hot. Non-stop scoring machine here. Schroeder against Curry. Thomas dishes to Schroeder. Back to Thomas. Curry against Schroeder. Over Curry. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Good. Jackson Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Claxton inside. Jackson Davis defending.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Finney Smith. Anderson with the block. Here's Red Hot. Off target from three-point range. Johnson surveying the floor. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. To the middle. Again, what an avalanche. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taking 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
Another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
The Nets making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Kuminga. Now here's Anderson, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Cameron Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Clowney in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. That one wide left.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by Smith.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Here's Thomas. After the made shot from Watkins, here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Red hot, no good.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
And stolen by Sharp. And here's the fast break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Schroeder after the miss from Watkins. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Tries yet again. And it's Schroeder missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. That one falls.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Sharp. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second
And they are
foul.
shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage
D-Roy.
continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Here's Watkins. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside Thomas. And then Thomas with the jam.
Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Watkins. Good. Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Schroeder passes to Sharp. Here's Thomas. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Thomas got 10 points here in the second half.
Graceful touch on the teardrop. Woo. Thomas showing how under control he is.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Sharp on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Watford passes to Whitehead. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Well, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Thomas, it's a wide open. Oh, wow! Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man. It was red hot. After the basket by Brooklyn. Can't hit that one. Now, here's Thomas. Tight defense on him. Fires from 14. He goes up again. Here's Sharp. Outside for Thomas. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Thomas got 23 points.
This is the kind of range Thomas has, which is why you must get out on him immediately.
And the Warriors miss again. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Whitehead. Schroeder outside. Thomas outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's Red Hot. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Schroeder against Melton. Now the pass to Whitehead. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Thomas finds Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Smith. Here's Red Hot. Fires it up. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see. Thomas passes to Sharp. Lays it up off the glass. Sharp's got 10 points in just the second half.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Red Hot, no good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. Watford, the shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Melton passes to Watkins. Brooklyn with the rebound. Whitehead's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Thomas, the high post shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Thomas got 12 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
High post try. Hits it again. Wow.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. And that'll be his third foul so far. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And while they have the lead, they're not doing nearly as much work on the offensive boards as they did in that first half.
Pass to Clowney. Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Moses Moody.
14 foul.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Floats it up for Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Red Hot. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. Team
That's
7.
good from Watkins. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps the players' trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And Bogdanović is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
That one misses.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, throws down the alley-oop slam. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Inside. And finished off by Williams.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
From Schroeder.
Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Watkins. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Red Hot.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Now Schroeder, after the missed three from Watkins. Outside Bogdanovich. Schroeder outside. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Red Hot. He's guarded by Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Williams. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. That one is off.
The line for the Warriors, Watkins.
And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there. And the Nets with possession here. Simmons looking around. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer, no good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
Thank you, fans.
I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on